Hey, it's Mountain Cherry here for Terramar, and I'm here in Namche with Eric Larsen, who just summited Mount Everest in a record 43 days within the past, 5 years? Is that it?
It's not a record.
Well, in the past 5 years.
Summited Everest for the first time in the autumn, first time since the past 5 years. Yeah.
Right, which is a pretty awesome experience.
Yeah. But not a record.
Well, for us it's a record, because Terramar has never been to the summit of Mount Everest until Eric brought us up there. And
the North Pole and the South Pole, which is a record.
Absolutely. That's Save the Poles is now just about complete. When Eric gets back to Boulder, it will be 100% complete. Save the Poles will have now brought Terramar to all three poles, North Pole, South Pole, and Everest, which, as Eric explains, is also known as the third pole. So what was the most exciting part of the adventure?
The most exciting part, well, the whole thing was pretty exciting, actually. Are we talking about Everest, or are we talking?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if we were talking about the other stuff.
He's in good spirits, you can tell.
Yeah, I'm relieved. Probably the biggest exciting part, in a good way and a bad way, was going through the ice fall. The Khumbu Glacier kind of pours over this lip of Everest, and as it does, it just kind of cracks and breaks and crumbles and goes down the entire Khumbu Valley, and so you're picking your way in and around and across ladders and up big chunks of ice, and with the potential for avalanches and all sorts of other stuff. So,
did you have one of those like an avalanche that twisted your ladders up and you had to start over again at one point?
We did have an avalanche twist all of our ladders, and there was a detour around that. But yeah, you could see just mangled ladders.
It's pretty crazy, and pretty lucky for you that you saw it after it happened.
Totally. Believe me, I was so relieved. There was many instances where you're like, boy, I'm glad that happened when I wasn't here.
Well, that's great. And now you're back safe and sound, and on your way to see Maria back in Boulder.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the entire Save the Poles expedition, what was the best part?
Oh, it's hard to pick just one moment. I think just the opportunity to see those three kind of last great frozen places and travel across them for such a long time and kind of being part of that environment, I think was probably the greatest moment for me. That's
pretty awesome. And for Terramar, the greatest moment of Save the Poles obviously was that we got to be on all three poles, courtesy of Eric Larsen.
Well, and it's for me, Terramar has been an integral part of this trip. I mean, when you're traveling minus 30, minus 40, you can't just wear any piece of clothes or garment. You know, you have to wear some pretty specific layers and base layers. And so for me, being able to use the Terramar gear has really been a critical part of the success. Right. I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, without Terramar, I probably wouldn't have been able to do this trip.
So saying that, what's your favorite Terramar piece, or your three favorite pieces?
Three favorite.
Aside from your cap.
Helix, Thermal Wool, and Geofleece.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So there you have it. We're going to let Eric go. It's time for him to get back to Boulder, and time for me to head up to base camp and beyond. I'm going to be going to Kalapatar, and I'm very excited about that. 18,100 feet.
Yeah.
So as Eric's adventure ends, mine begins, and until the next stop, which is Tangboche. Tangboche. Peace out.
That's really good, Jeff. You're good at that.